Hey guys, it is time for my update number 1 on my Project 20 pan. It has been about 5 weeks since I started and I did my intro video. I will link that down below. I have a whole playlist of all of my Project Pan videos if you guys want to check that out. So I have a bunch of products and I have done a lot of work on each of these products. So let's go ahead and jump into the nail products. The first is the Julep Maven. This is the nail therapy, and this, okay, so I have the mark right here, and this is where we're at right now. Hopefully those marks are being shown. I know it's sometimes kind of difficult, but I made probably a good 1/4 of an inch, which is really impressive for me when it comes to nail products. So definitely happy with my progress on this. On my Julep Maven, on the fast dry coat, I made a ton of progress. I did probably like a 1/2 inch, and I don't really know how that worked out because I feel like I used just as much product with the nail therapy as I do for the top coat, but maybe not. Maybe I use a lot more. Who knows? So that was when we first started 5 weeks ago, and that is where I am right now. So I could potentially be done with this, maybe even by the next update. Well, probably not by the next update because I'm going to try to do every 3 weeks for the updates. So, but fairly soon. And then I have the Julep Quick Dry Polish Drops. This I actually didn't make any progress on when you look at the line, just because when I had measured this, there was still quite a bit. Basically the whole like little dropper was full of product. So I used up all that was in the dropper, and then a tiny bit is underneath the line. Not enough though to really kind of see any progress. So I have been using this, but there's still quite a bit left. For my NYX Photo Loving Primer, I used a ton of this product. I really think I'll be done with this by the next update. So when we first started, I was right where that green kind of spot starts. And I have used all the way down to here. I would say less than 1/3 of this left, and I've been using it every day. And I really, really like it. I think it is a great primer. I do think that it helps cancel out, with it being a green primer, I do think that it cancels out some of that redness. I have been loving using this foundation. This is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. I am in the color Light Vanilla. And I can't really tell where I am progress-wise. I've been using it every single day, and there's still seems to be a bunch in there, but this is such a beautiful foundation. I just feel like it gives a really nice amount of coverage. You still need to use concealer if you have any kind of spots or dark circles, anything like that. But it just gives you this beautiful, flawless kind of natural look. Like you just feel like you're not wearing makeup, and yet you still look really put together, and it just looks so natural and beautiful, and I'm just obsessed. Next, I've got a concealer, which I've been obsessed with as well, and this is the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer, and I'm in Fair 1. I can't tell where I am when it comes to how much product is left in there, but I do feel like there's still a good amount in there, but it is feeling a little bit more empty, that I am kind of getting close to that end point, which is a bummer. But this is, again, just so beautiful, just gives a beautiful application, it conceals, and it looks natural and just fresh, and just, ugh, both of these. Come to America, please. I love them. So definitely feel like, you know, I will be set with using those up fairly soon. I have my blush, which is the Maybelline Dream Mousse Blush in Peach Satin. I don't know if you're going to really see that I have made too much progress. I feel like I have kind of gotten a good amount done in there. I've been using this every single day for the last 5 weeks, and I just apply it to the skin, use my e.l.f. small stipple brush to just blend it in, and then I usually put another blush on top just because I want to play around with my other blushes and not just have the same blush every day. I do feel that you can wear it by itself and have just a really nice kind of peachy, dewy, kind of effortless pink blush, or peachy pink blush on your cheeks. So I think it's beautiful. I have noticed though, When it comes to texture wise, if I just put my brush straight in the product, it kind of balls up and it's a little bit harder to blend and it kind of has some fallout. So what I have to do is I actually have to put it on my finger, place it on my cheeks, and then do the blending. That's the only thing that I noticed differently about this kind of cream product versus my the Dream Bouncy blushes. So I have been using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer every single day. I feel like I can see more pan around there, but doesn't look like I'm anywhere near close hitting pan. This is probably going to take a lot of work, even though I'm using it constantly. And I just think it's beautiful. It gives a really nice kind of effortless kind of glow and bronze to the skin. I have been using NYX Taupe as kind of a little bit of a deeper contour, but this I just kind of used to warm up the skin, and I really like it. I think it's very pretty. I have used a bunch of my EOS Tangerine, so I just pulled out another ES ball just to kind of compare. So as you can see, this is one that hasn't been used. This is like the, or maybe I've used it a couple times, the lemon one, and then this is the tangerine one. So as you can see, I have used this puppy a lot. I keep it downstairs, so when I'm watching TV or just hanging out and I want some moisture, I just go ahead and use it. I will say, I'm really happy to say that I enjoy this EOS, the tangerine one, which is, I guess, medicated, way more than the original formula. I don't feel like it dries out my lips. I don't feel like I have that kind of urge to put on more because it's kind of making things worse. And it doesn't feel as waxy as the normal ones. And I do think that it's hydrating my lips. So I'm really impressed. I'm really happy. Unfortunately, you know, the other ones don't love as much. I still want to get use out of them. But the medicated ones, I'm really enjoying it. So if you have had EOS and you haven't loved it, try the tangerine one and see if you have the same experience. I have the Stila One Step. This is the Prime Color in Kitten. I have been using this primarily as a highlight. I haven't really played around. I know I wanted to play around with its other uses as like an eyeshadow, you know, lid color or a lip color, but I've just basically been using this as a highlight. This is where we started this little line, and this is where we're at right now. Lorac 3D Luster in Diamond. I technically finished this product. As you can see, you're like, no you didn't, there's a bunch in there. I used it up completely, and all that was left was just basically some product that was kind of clinging to the sides that was unable to get into the dropper. So I was like pretty bummed out that I had finished it already, and it still felt like there was product in there, but it wasn't like usable. So I actually took my Fix Plus that I have, and I just squirted a bunch of it inside of there, and I kind of revived this whole product. So if you're having that same problem, just take some Fix Plus or, you know, something of that nature. I think maybe a setting spray would help too. I don't know, actually. Do your research. I've just seen people kind of make their own with Fix Plus, so that's why I used that. And it basically, now it's half full again. So excited. So I'm technically going to consider this done, and I'm adding another product in there just because I don't want to use it all up now. Now that I know that it's good to go and I will be able to kind of keep it and revive it, I want to kind of take it out of my stash. So I'm going to add in a lipstick, but I'll talk about that when I get to lip products. I have the Colourpop eyeshadow in Truth, and there is my progress on that. There's a good amount of pan in there. When we first started, it was basically just in the middle, and what I've been doing is kind of concentrating in one area specifically to kind of, you know, go around the circle and use the product that way. My NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cottage Cheese. I have sharpened this probably 4 times since our last update, so I've been using it quite a bit. This would be considered the 4th time sharpening, so it's still pretty sharp. I was having a really hard time sharpening these. I know that was definitely some questions that I had in my comments, as well as, you know, just kind of an overall struggle that I've seen on YouTube because they changed, it's now like a plastic. I actually got the NYX, specifically the NYX sharpener, and it works like a dream. So if you're having a really hard time with these NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils, the NYX sharpener is like $5 and it works perfectly. So really happy I got that because it's been helpful, and I don't consider that cheating on my project pan. That was a necessity. So Very excited, been using this almost every day as kind of my lid base for one of my Urban Decay shadows from my Pan That palette, because they are already really shimmery, so it just kind of gives an extra pop of color. So been really enjoying that. I want to use my NYX jumbo pencils more often. Oh, so we've got a eye base primer. This is the Laura Geller Waterproof Eye Spackle, and this is in Fair/Light. And this puppy keeps on going. I'm just like, there can't possibly be that much product in there, but it is going and going. I've been using it 5 weeks straight. Before that, I was using it like crazy too. So there's a ton of product in here, and I really, really like it. I just apply it to the lid, and I usually use like a Sigma brush to kind of blend it in. And it just does a great job at holding the shadows in place, keeping them long lasting. The color is extra pigmented, and just think it's a fantastic primer. My Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0. I probably sharpened this, I'd say 2 or 3 times as well, so it is getting a little bit smaller. You know, just using it for my waterline and sometimes for the upper lash line. Still not loving it, but you know, I'm getting through it. What is this? Elizabeth Mott. This is the waterproof liquid eyeliner in Glitterati. Been using this every single day for my upper lash line. It is nicely black and pigmented, and there is some kind of silver sparkle to it, so it's not going to be, you know, a solid black. So if you don't like that and you don't like a little sparkle, you probably won't like this. I have noticed that this is getting a little bit more kind of gloopy and thicker, and I have to dip it into the product more to kind of have a solid line. So I think that it is getting closer to the end. Got the Rimmel Nude Eyeliner. I haven't used this too much. I've been trying. I think I sharpened it once. There's still a bunch in there. So I need to kind of concentrate on this a little bit more for the waterline. Even using this, I think it would be a really nice eyeshadow base. So kind of playing around with that. Maybe when this is used up, maybe I'll focus this as a eyeshadow base. So didn't get too much use out of this. Lastly, we've got the lip products. First, and my favorite, is this Rimmel lip liner, and this is in Mauve Shimmer. This color is beautiful. I'll go ahead and kind of swatch it for you guys, but it is, oh, look at that. It's so pretty, and it's just a gorgeous kind of everyday nude. It's kind of got that, what is that, Kylie Jenner look, that 90s lip. It's just a beautiful mauve-y brown, and I have just been addicted to it. I have sharpened it probably 4 times, so I have gotten some good use out of it. I will totally be repurchasing this as soon as this project pan is over and I finish this, because it is going to probably be one of my favorite all-time lip liners ever. I love wearing it by itself. I love layering it with other products, and it's just amazing. Korres, this is the lip gloss in Strawberry, and this I have been using a ton, and I can swirl it around and I can see a ton of just empty glass. So I think that this will definitely be done by the next update. It is a little bit hard for you guys to probably see kind of the empty areas just because of all of the white writing on the packaging. Next, another product that I have totally fallen in love with, and now I am really in love with Smashbox lip glosses after this one. This is in Pink Sugar. It is a really beautiful pink. It's really nice and just kind of classic and feminine, and you can really also give a beautiful kind of pinky gloss to another lipstick that you want to layer it with. It feels so comfortable on the lips. I'm halfway done with it. So it was basically brand new, and I wrote the line because I can see through it now, and it is halfway done. So use that a lot. And last but not least is the product that I'm going to replace this one with, and this is a MAC lipstick in Lip Cream Overtime. Is that what that is, or is the color Overtime? I think the color is Overtime. So I made a little mark right here at the top of where it is when it is in the bottom of how much it's been used. But if you roll it up, there's quite a bit of product left on there. While I was doing my decluttering and kind of going through my lipsticks and everything like that, I noticed that I have a ton of lipsticks that are this kind of milky pink, that's kind of that creamy texture. a beautiful neutral. I mean, it's gorgeous, and this is a really beautiful formula where it just glides on like a dream. I just noticed that I had a bunch of them, so, and I even have a bunch of them that are MAC also, not the same formula, but the same kind of color. So I just decided that I wanted to use it up, and then I can, thank you, those are the dogs, and then I can back to MAC it. So I'm gonna add that in there, and that is all of my progress. I hopefully by the next update I'll have at least 1 or 2 of these done. That would be fantastic. So let me know if you're doing a project pan. Push the like button. If you enjoy this video, definitely comment down below. I love chatting with you guys, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can see more of my videos and more of my project pan updates. I'll see you guys in one of my next ones. Bye!